It's a knockoff of the Decepticon Metrotitan, a Japanese exclusive. And yeah, you're probably thinking, yeah, Kyle, you showed this to us before. By the way, if you're new to the channel, I'm Captain Kyle. Welcome. If you're a longtime viewer, welcome back. And thanks for your support. And I did do a video on Metrotitan, a knockoff reissue, recolor of Metroplex. But that's not this toy. That's this toy. Now, they look very similar, but this one I think was about 130 bucks. This one, about 100 bucks less. So for about 30-ish bucks, you could get a very similar knockoff with some improvements and some changes. And I'm gonna go through those right now. Well, let's run the intro first. Be right back. So yes, I got this one a while back and was quite happy to have Metrotitan in my collection. This one I saw, and similar to when I saw the knockoff that I call the Avengers Metroplex, it was much cheaper, and I'm like, whoa, wait. So I needed to get one to check it out and see if it was worth getting instead of this, or in addition to this, or whatever the case might be. Now this one came in a very nice box that is basically a Metroplex box. They didn't do new artwork, which was a little disappointing, or they didn't find the artwork of the Metrotitan that was put out in Japan, so we got the same artwork as Metroplex, but still wonderfully packaged, and we got a toy. This one came in this box, and yeah, it got a little crushed in transit, but when I opened it up, everything was in good shape. That's generally why when I order from AliExpress, if I have a choice, even though it might be a couple bucks cheaper to get it without the box, I prefer to get the box because there's some protection for the toy. And if you look closely at this box, you'll notice that the picture of Metrotitan is inversed, and he's got the star on his chest, which is just like the other one, but he actually doesn't have it in real life. But the city mode that they show is pretty dead on. So I got this. There are some differences, and I'm gonna go over them in a moment. And he did come with Sixgun, and he did come with a, I'm sorry, this is not Sixgun. He's Metro something or other. This is Metro Bomber, Metro Shooter, Metro Scamper, I don't know. I forget their names. But it did come with the full complement of his guys and 3 missiles on a sprue, which again, a lot of the counterfeits, they don't put the missiles on the sprue. I don't know why. But there are some differences, and I want to go through them with you. Now, taking a look at this Metrotitan, and we'll bring in the other Metrotitan. And let's first take a look at the back, because we might use you later, but we're gonna just go forward a little bit here. And the original Metrotitan counterfeit reissue that comes in the Metroplex box, that's a long description. He has rubber wheels. The new Metrotitan has plastic wheels. Now, I am not that familiar with the Metrotitan that was the original G1. I do not know what kind of wheels it had. I would tend to think, because the later Metroplexes had plastic wheels, that the Metrotitan would use the later mold. I don't know if that is a fact or not, but I know that this counterfeit reissue had the rubber wheels, whereas this counterfeit knockoff actually has plastic wheels. Now you'll also notice the symbol. This came with an extra Decepticon symbol. It came with all the stickers. I have not put them all on yet, and I probably won't do a video. But one thing I've noticed with these stickers is some of them, when I tried to remove them, they were not fully cut all the way around, so I'm gonna have to take an X-Acto knife and just go over the edges, and then hopefully they'll come off. Worst comes to worst, I can always go to like Toy Hacks, and they actually have, I think it's like 20 some odd bucks. They actually have a sticker sheet for the original Metrotitan, and I can just use those and make him look nice. But these pretty much look like the original Metrotitan stickers. They're not different like the ones that came with the other knockoff, the knockoff of Metroplex that had the plastic wheels. Now you'll also notice that the chrome that is very nice on the front of the legs of the original counterfeit is not present on this one. So you got white legs instead of chrome legs. To me, not a huge deal, but that is a difference. The face, very chromed on the counterfeit. This is more like it's painted silver. Again, a minor difference, but you know, one that you should note. But had I gotten this before getting this, I probably would have just stuck with this one, especially because of the price. Now, the white is white instead of gray. You can definitely see the color difference. What's supposed to be white is kind of a off-white gray on the counterfeit reissue, which might be very accurate. This is like pure white, so when they made this knockoff, they made him just using white, which is fine. I mean, some people complain that these counterfeit reissues, oh, they're gray, they should be white. Well, not necessarily, because the original Metroplex definitely had a lot of gray in him, certain ones. Now, what's interesting is when I got this one, and I think I mentioned it in the review, one of these was missing. So I actually took a junker Metroplex, took out that and replaced it. In this case, they are not missing, they are perfectly fine. And they're also present on the legs. So pretty much almost identical. There is a slight difference with the shade of blue, very, very subtle. This one's just a little bit brighter of a blue. And the little building thing that I'm storing on the back slides off this one very easily. This one is much nicer of a fit. But yeah, they are otherwise, they feel like the same weight. And this one's just much cheaper with, a little bit of deco changes. So now I'm gonna go through the other guys real quick, then I'm gonna go through the other forms just to show you and make sure that the quality's there and it transforms properly. But the little Metrotank, and I think we can bring in the turntable of doom and zoom in quite a bit, because as you can see, this one is more accurate to the original Metrotitan because it's totally blue. This one is a lighter shade of blue and it comes with a white turret. I mean, yeah, it would be nice if it matched completely, but it doesn't. It did come with stickers for the treads. So unlike the other knockoff that did not have stickers for the treads, this one does. The stickers, like I said, are dupes of the actual Metrotitan stickers. They just didn't have any Decepticon symbols on the sticker sheet, but they included a separate Decepticon symbol, which I put right on that fake's chest. But yeah, so Metrotank, whatever his name is, I could probably look it up. It is Metrotank. Hey, and this is Metrodash, and this is Metroshot. But yeah, so slight differences, the blue being a lighter shade than this one and having the white turret. Let's take a look at Metroshot. All right, so let's zoom this out a little bit. And as you can see, there is a difference in the new one, a couple differences. One, this piece in the front, instead of being red with black wheels, has black along the bottom. A minor change, everything else is the same. The shades of red may be slightly brighter on this knockoff of Metrodash, but this guy comes with the actual little gun. The same one that Scamper has, that when you try to find it, it's like 35, 40, 50 bucks. Whatever people want to charge for this itty bitty and often lost gun. Well, this knockoff comes with it. This one came with a second gun for Metroshot, and you could put it in his hand, but it's not the same. Otherwise, they're pretty much identical, though Metrodash and Scamper have a tendency to fall over real fucking easy. Turning it very slowly. Again, a very slight difference in shade of red, and there's no Decepticon sticker to go on him, but there's plenty of places to get extra Decepticon stickers. I have sheets of them somewhere. I will probably put a Decepticon sticker on him there. So that's the difference between Metrodash and Metrodash. Now the one that's hardest to tell the difference about, hi Sky. She is apparently a fan of Japanese exclusive knockoffs, or a fan of me, but she realized she was in the way, so she left. All right, let's zoom out a little bit on here, because this is Metroshot and Metroshot here. The only difference between these two guys is the blue is a darker blue. The white is almost identical, maybe a slight shade difference, but otherwise these guys are the same. There's no paint on the eyes, so really it's pretty much the same. No real difference. But let's take a look at this $30 Metrotitan knockoff, and obviously this is his robot mode. We're good with the robot mode. He has all the same posability, the arms move, the legs can move. Unlike my other knockoff, this came fully assembled. I did not have to assemble him at all, but he is good. I'm going to take off the fists and very quickly get him into his mobile battle station mode. Now he's not fully stickered up, but he will be eventually, by hook or by crook, or by what came with him, or by Toy Hacks. Even if I get the Toy Hacks labels, again, comparably price-wise, this is still a lot cheaper than that one. There are differences, again, much easier to tell that it's a knockoff reissue. I didn't test the missiles, let's see. Will the missiles fire? No, they won't. Now, another difference that we can see between this one and that one, and I'm not gonna fully transform this guy into his mobile battle station, or maybe I should. But there is chrome on the missile launcher here. This is more a dull painted silver. I'm also looking at the red, and that one has a brighter shade of red. I mean, one of the main things you're gonna see in this is that this is not stickered up. By the way, the missiles also seem identical, but this counterfeit reissue, the missiles do fire. So there is that. If that's a big concern for you, then definitely go for this one. I'll put links to both in the description, don't worry. So yeah, there he is in battle station mode. He's on the plastic wheels, seems to roll okay. A little louder than this one, which is on rubber wheels. All right, race time. Cybertronians, on your marks, get set, and yeah, they roll about the same amount. But yeah, so it does definitely go into all the same modes so far. Let's just do the city mode. Has the antenna, whereas this one pushes in. So here he is in city mode. Again, identical to Metrotitan, the counterfeit. You know, pretty close. I mean, yeah, there's still, you know, the whiteness, the lack of chrome, which is hard to see at this angle on either of them, but he's pretty much the same. And one thing I want to see, this one does have a working ramp, which, as I recall with the counterfeit, wasn't able to launch Metrodash out of the little garage. I could be wrong. You know I'm gonna have to now do it. Transform this one as well. All right, so now I have two Metrotitans next to each other. Next thing you know, I'll get a bunch of small Dr. Wu things and have more battle scenes. Okay, maybe I'll include these guys in some Decepticon battle scene. But all right, as I recall, I know that on the counterfeit Metroplex, I couldn't get it to work. But on this one, no. Unfortunately, on this counterfeit reissue, the launching mechanism doesn't work, and this much cheaper knockoff, it does work. So that's kind of weird. Again, the stickers are gonna make a difference, but otherwise he looks pretty legit. You know, the whiters are whiter, you know, somebody used what, Tide or Cheer, or I don't know. They did something to make it much cleaner looking. My only concern with this is the head here, and actually it feels pretty smooth. The first couple times I did it, it felt a little wonky, but now it's fine as this head. So yeah, other than some slight differences in shades of color, some missing chrome, this is a pretty good version, especially if you're not trying to fool anyone into thinking that you have a actual Metrotitan from G1. You know, this is a little more obviously not. But then again, I'm not sure if the original, if you have an original G1 Metrotitan, I would like you to let me know, did it have plastic wheels or rubber wheels? Because that would be good information to have. But yeah, I'll put a link to this guy right in the description. I'll also put a link to this one if you really prefer something that's a little more dead on accurate. I think it's more accurate. But yeah, for like 30, I think regular price right now is like 33 bucks. I think it's on sale at the time of publishing of this video for like about 30. And even if you already bought this one, getting this one, why wouldn't you want to put two Decepticon bases next to each other and really fill them out with all kinds of Decepticon evil forces? Yes, I will fill this with my Decepticon soldiers and we will rule the universe. Okay, I'm thinking a little too far here. Bite my shiny metal ass. So yeah, I think it's very good for the money, much cheaper than this. The box, again, I always recommend when you're ordering from AliExpress or any of those places that ship from overseas, try to get it in the box because the box will provide some layer of protection. You don't want to get it and find, you know, pieces snapped and broken, but quality-wise, they feel about the same, and I like it. And I will have a lot of fun with these. Yes, and the Beast Wars will be over. Wrong Megatron. However, I hope you're having fun watching these videos, and if you're enjoying them, by all means, subscribe. And while you're mulling over which one of these is better and wanting to get one or the other, you can check out this video over here, which is actually a third-party version of Metroplex. Very cool, about 16 inches tall. I used him in my video with Metroplex from Generations with battles. It was good, but we will see you next time. As always, have fun and good hunting.